I've been married for about 14 years, and a few years into our marriage, we decided that, hey, wouldn't it be great to have a baby together? We each had 2 children from our first marriages, and at that point I was over 40, and we had a little bit of a problem conceiving, so we ended up doing IVF, where we implanted 2 eggs, and turns out both eggs implanted and 1 divided. So we ended up pregnant with triplets. And I joined the Multiples Club right away to get some information and just get some advice from all the other multiple mamas up there. And hands down, people were recommending Fort Sanders Perinatal Center with Dr. Roussis and Dr. Stevens. And right from the get-go, from our first visit, we knew we had made the correct choice. And from the moment that we went in, and with the office staff and with the ultrasounds and just meeting Dr. Roussis and Dr. Stevens and really putting our mind at ease that we could do this multiple pregnancy, because I had had 2 children from my previous marriage, but single pregnancies are not like multiple pregnancies, and you know, very high risk, and these guys just truly know what they're doing, and we trust them completely. They made us feel, you know, right at home, and we felt like they took great care of us. So from the moment that we went to the office, we would see the ultrasound technician or the physician's assistant or even the dietitian, because I did have gestational diabetes. I mean, all of them just were so caring and wanted to make sure that we ultimately had the most successful pregnancy and a healthy baby and healthy mommy. And you just really felt that in the office. You felt like everybody truly cared about you. When our triplet boys were about a year old, I suddenly felt symptomatic of being pregnant. And at this point, I was 46. So as it turns out, I was indeed pregnant, and of course scared to death, and just worried that at 46 I would probably miscarry, or maybe there would be something wrong with the baby. But I went in, I called Dr. Roussis and Stevens immediately. We went in for a very early ultrasound at 4 or 5 weeks, and everything looked initially like it would be fine, and Dr. Roussis came in and said, you know, don't worry. I mean, I can pretty much guarantee that you will be fine and that your baby will be fine, and I'm not a smoker or a drinker, and I just had these healthy triplets a year ago. There's no reason to think that anything would be wrong. And that just really put our mind at ease, because we just trusted him so much. And then we just went through the process and did a little bit more testing, nothing invasive, and turned out it was a perfectly healthy baby girl to round out the triplet big brothers. And I would absolutely recommend the Fort Sanders Perinatal Center to anyone who is a multiple pregnancy, or just in general a high-risk pregnancy, because these people really know their stuff. I mean, they've been doing this a long time. They're connected with Children's Hospital, which is wonderful, and automatically made my husband and I feel really confident that even though our babies most likely would be born early, they had a better chance of, you know, being successful and healthy.